Welcome to Origin Micro, your go-to e-commerce superstore for IT hardware and consumer electronics. With over 2 decades of experience, we've earned a reputation for delivering superior customer service and offering top industry brands at competitive prices. We provide a wide range of products from various manufacturers. From notebooks and desktops to networking equipment and VoIP devices, we've got you covered. Our fully stocked warehouse ensures that you'll find the products you need when you need them. And with our expert team always ready to offer personalized support, you can trust Origin Micro for all your IT needs. Origin Micro, your IT e-commerce superstore, serious deals, superior service.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. For anything on iRacing, there's just one name you need, Makoni.
With the launch of Makoni Entertainment and Makoni Competizone alongside Makoni Setup Shop, we now provide the best of the best in setups, paint schemes, coaching, broadcasting, and event organization.
With cars across all 4 license classes, we have what you need to hit the track with confidence. Grab a subscription and save money while going fast at MakoniSetupShop.com/subscriptions.
And remember, at Makoni Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
Are you looking for professional broadcasting on a budget? How about broadcast with colorful commentary, guest commentators, and after-race interviews? Do your league branding and social media graphics need a facelift? Custom results and series graphics looking like a 5th grader did them? Event organization taking up way too much of your time? Engage GTC TV and let us help you show the world your events.
Buenos días a todos, sean bienvenidos a la primera fecha del SimRace City F4 Cup presentado por GT Champions. Estamos aquí para la carrera 1 del día desde Virginia International Raceway. Después tendremos la carrera 2 en Sonoma, así que quédense para toda la carrera, 2 carreras sprint de 25 minutos. Sean bienvenidos, den like y suscríbanse.
.com F4 Cup. We will start first at Virginia International Raceway for round 1, and then we will head over to Sonoma Raceway for round 2. It's gonna be a couple 25-minute sprints, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. And we're gonna, yes, sir.
Ein herzlich willkommen an die deutschen Zuschauer zum ersten Lauf des GT Champions SRC F4 Cups. Heute werden die Autos zuerst über den Virginia International Raceway jagen und danach geht es nach Kalifornien zum Sonoma Raceway. Ich wünsche euch viel Spaß beim Rennen und lasst gerne ein Like und ein Abo da.
Welcome, everybody. Sorry. Oh, if you only knew. Okay, welcome to GT Champions. This is the SimRace City F4 Cup brought to you by SimRaceCity.com and of course sponsored by Origin Micro. We are here for the first race of the new Super Formula. Look at me go, the F4 series. Drivers are doing their qualifying right now, but we are gonna do round 1 here at Virginia International Raceway.
Then we're going to go all the way across the country to California, to Sonoma, my favorite is track in my home town, not town, but very close, 25 minutes away. And we're going to be at Sonoma. It's going to be a lot of fun in these F4 cars. Drivers out there getting their qualifying and whatnot done. And, Till I was reading so I have to do this just because it's fun. The script that Till sent us of what he is going to say is all in German, and I was listening to him read it, I'm like, none of that makes sense. None of it sounds anything like what he typed out. I'm like, never mind, I don't want to learn German. All right, anyway, so welcome everybody. We're here to have a pretty fun time today. We're going to talk a little bit more about what's going on with our sponsors and other things during our halftime between the two sessions. Meanwhile, the drivers are out here getting their qualifying laps in. Let's see, picks. Probably I should talk about this track a little. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, there he is. Okay. So we are at Virginia. This is a fun track, guys, on this car. And they're gonna get tested a lot. There's 17 turns on this track. Well, I guess there's more like 20 turns if you count A's and B's, but this is gonna be a lot of fun. Lap record, a 153 flat, basically, in the F4 car around here. Drivers right now are getting somewhere a lot faster than that. Some of these drivers are in the 149s, so it may be a different track setup, maybe where there's an extra chicane in there somewhere, but yeah. Oh yeah, it is a newer car, so it's gonna have more speed. That makes sense. So I was a little bit like, wow, our guys are kicking tail out here. Let's go. So we got way more countries represented today than I have seen in the longest of time. I can't even count right now how many there are, but it just looks like like this color wheel up the grid order of all the different flags. We got 25 cars out here on the track. It's gonna be fun. All right, let's talk about the car. So first of all, we're going to be running fixed setups by Makoni Setup Shop. So thank you, Makoni, for that over there. Jeff been working with him trying to get this car together. This is the IR04 F4 Cup. This thing is pretty fun. It's got about just under 1,300 pounds of weight. It's got an inline 4 2-liter engine in it, which is super nice. 160 max horsepower and a 6-speed transmission. And it sounds so much fun to drive in it, sitting in the cockpit when racing it around. And it handles pretty good, except when it's going slow, which it does a few times here on this course. So the drivers have to be very careful of that. Actually, especially during the opening laps, because those tires are coldy and they take a little time to get themselves up and going. So yeah, this is a fun car. What was that, Pix? Oh, never mind. There we go. Yep. So that's me, Chris, there on the left with the rosy cheeks. Pix gave me like a weight reduction, thank goodness, make me look a little thinner. I'll be doing our play-by-play and race direction. And next to me in the booth, not quite as many miles away as he was yesterday. That is Fry. Fry guy, you there?
Definitely here. And if you get weight loss reduction, I want hair additions.
Well, Pix has plenty of it in his. Maybe you can chop some of that off and just slap it on top of your noggin there.
Taking liberties here. I want like Fabio flowing long hair. Okay, let's just go wild with it.
You got it.
We don't need to stick to real life here. You know,
Get that long
Vegeta hair. You know.
That's awesome. And of course, Till right there with the glasses. Till, do you wear glasses? I think you do.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, that's what I thought. Hey, Till's going to be doing our live race stewarding today, so he is going to be the one pushing the magic button that throws people into the pits for a drive-through if they misbehave. And then, of course, Itan Ben Ezra, he's out there somewhere listening to us, paying attention, and keeping the lights on here at GT Champion. So we appreciate all that he does there. All right, folks, I'm going to head off and do a driver's meeting, and I'm going to be back to you folks in just a minute.
No worries, getting everything loaded up. Why is it always round one that it's like we prepare so much, we get everything ready, and then right when we get here, we're like, hang on, hang on. You know what? It's gonna be just like the drivers, though. I mean, I don't know what it is about round one in a series that just it's like chaos or organized chaos, if you will. But by like round 3, 4, 5, man, everybody's just get used to each other. We're used to the rhythm and everything, and things really start to come together. So we appreciate Sim Race City and McConey's being here today to keep us in line and keep everything moving. I think McConey has supplied 4 different setups through this year. Now, me personally, I'd like to see them have those options for like every track. I think it would make things more interesting, but I think they're all pretty much on the same setup, or maybe an option or 2 or something like that. So everybody, Rory is on the pole. So I think that's going to be a new guy that we haven't talked about before, right? So we're going to have a bunch of new people we haven't really talked about. No, I can't see it, but looks like Chicano is in second. Roy at the pole. Patrick Rich in fourth. Sukan Pino in third. Lurian, can't see that far as Sturberry is in sixth. Michael Cook Jr. in fifth. Thomas Starstuck in eighth. Hoyland in seventh. Rafael Rodriguez in 10th. Steven Saunders 9th. Oh,
we know. Yep. All right, hang on.
They are moving.
We're going green. We're going green. Where are the cars? I don't have any cars picks. I can't see any because my HUD's not working. Hang on.
I told you round camera going. There goes round one. They just took the green. I might be. See if I'm watching this screen. Wrecking turn 1. So I might be on a bit of a delay. So I might be behind, what I'm seeing right now. So we're on a bit of a delay.
Yes, we are.
We'll get everything worked out. But from what I'm seeing right now, we had one little spin in turn 1. Looked like everybody got away clean.
Yes, Rory got away pretty clean. Really good start. Crash was P2, so that gave Rory a 2-second gap.
One of the front runners was the one that went off, and it looked like he was by himself. I don't think we had much contact. So we've got 20 cars on track, only 25 minutes, so kind of a sprint race. And it looks like everybody's kind of getting away clean, not really having too many issues at the start here, which is very surprising. So good job to everybody. Had something happen in the last turn there. So everything's moving. And sorry, folks, we are working through some technical difficulties, so I will be on a bit of a delay here, but just going to kind of power through the best we can. I'll try to kind of think forward if I can. Had another guy's off. He's taking the short way around that way. And this is going to be a place that's going to be hard to get a re-entry, because once you hit that grass, you're pretty much sailing. Easy.
All right, you guys, you should be able to see now the race live.
I can see it live. We are back in Fry's, not on a delay.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna plug my box in, and I'm gonna use the echo so it sounds like I was past.
No, let's not do that. Let's no. Bad enough already. Bad enough that we even have to hear your voice. Let alone. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so
I'm taking over.
Someone's in the wall. That was Thampersit, a GT Champions regular racer out there. Look at these guys go. Wow. Picks, graphics look hot, man. That looks really good. And look at these guys go through here, all on second lap. And actually, are they in the first lap still? Yes, we are in the. Yeah, this is lap 2. Okay. Look at them go. Everyone's getting in. There's Rafael Rodriguez right behind him. That looks like that's Jordan. He made it. Yay. So Jordan's actually at a family cabin running in VR. That's how he's making this work today. So
he said he couldn't find the invite, and then the invite was there and not there, and then he finally found it, and then also I had to remind him. I made sure he got it.
So, yeah, he is sitting in a cabin in the beautiful Lake Tahoe area in California in the Sierra Mountains, racing on VR in a living room with all these people watching him. That's no pressure at all. Anyway, Michael Piccinini running in 11th. Oh, who's that? Oh, that's a high pre-driver. Is that Steven or Rory? That's Steven.
We got 4 cars involved. That's Rafael Rodriguez, Steven Saunders.
Whoa.
That's 4 cars right there. High pre-driver made it in the pits.
Yep. Somebody else looks like they followed him in there, Mr. Rich.
That was
Rory's
great.
out there already with a 4-second gap. Wow, he's putting it down. Now, keep in mind, people, all of these drivers are in the exact same car and the exact same setup. This is all about the driver. So Makoni has set up all of the cars for us with the suspension and aero and everything. The only thing we adjusted was the fuel, just to make sure that there was enough to get 25 minutes of racing instead of 20, and for the qualifiers.
Yeah.
So
I mean, my vote is still that we should allow them to use all the Makoni setups, and they just get to pick one. I just think that'd be more fun. But that's just me. I mean, Makoni's brought 4 setups, and they might do more. So let's just get some options. It's awesome.
Yeah, we actually have 6 different setups.
See, they're already adding more.
Yep. No, they have all the setups for the F4 car. Anyone can go to the Makoni setup shop and get them. You can get a subscription, which just lets you get all the ones that you need for the official races in iRacing. And yeah, so a nice little battle for 4th happening back there. I see they're really close. Who is that 4th? I don't know how to say his name, but Mr. Pena, look at them. They're like only 4/10 apart from each other. Ooh, good times. Okay. So there's Rory out there. Here's this. This is Rick Javorka in 14th. Oh! Around he goes.
Watching cars.
It's our fault. Rick, it's our fault. You can turn in an incident report against the broadcasters for looking at your car.
That's at chris@discord.com.
What the That's at Chris. That's good stuff. So these guys have 25 minutes of racing to do. We'll send them off on their way after this is over to go practice in the next session while we change things up a little bit, and we'll talk some more about Origin Micro, Sim Race City. We're gonna have a lot of fun. But these, in fact, that's him right there. There's Alan right there. That is the president, CEO, HMFIC of SRC. That's a lot of acronyms. Anyway, he's the boss over there, and he is out there running in 11th. And he's got Rafael all over his case. Oh, making a move through the S's.
Very
Wow,
clean, very clean.
That was clean. Yeah, you can get that through these S's and stuff. You can really put these cars through because they have the downforce to get it done. When you get to those slower corners, not so easy, that's for sure.
But you see how they still slide and still move around. I mean, it almost drives like a GT4 car or something, where you're just kind of slipping and sliding, but you still have the stability with the downforce.
Yeah, I mean, these cars are. It's easy to save when you're sideways in one of these cars with just a little bit of brake, and you can get that car right back under control, even in the grass. So it definitely helps. Look at the toe angle on these cars when you see them. The front wheels, they are just really leaning in, like it's.
Yeah.
They have got those things set up, man.
If it says I won't turn, they will make it turn.
Exactly. Dukan Pino, one of the guys battling for the AM championship in our international GT series, and we're gonna see just how he handles open wheel cars. Gets the good line through. Not much gonna be left. Oh, Yeah. Now he's about to get eaten up by that one. Who's that? That's Mateo Jacinto. See? We have people from everywhere. I don't know how many countries that is. That's what? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna count them. 5, 6.
My favorite ones, being the livery steward for our World Cup series, is they'll put a flag on a wing, and I'm like, man, what is that? And he's like, that's my country flag. I'm like, never seen it a day in my life. I'm like, thank you for being here, because wow, like, we've all looked at a globe, we've all seen that picture with all the flags on it. We think we know most of them, but man, it is crazy when you see one you just don't recognize.
Yep. There's 13 different flags represented
Yeah,
country in this race alone today. So
that's awesome.
we're not going to even pretend to be able to tell you who's from where. I know where Raphael's from. That's an easy flag, and all the Americans and the Brits and a few others. But do we call them Brits now? I don't even know if is that politically correct to call them that. I don't even know. I think it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, we pronounce America.
Oh no! Raphael up into the top 10 as the Hornet.
Oh.
Almost takes 2 people out getting on the track. Oh, that's Susanna. That's Steve Susanna.
Track re-entry is very hard at this place because, I mean, you're being good. You're trying to get out of the way and get back on cleanly, but everywhere is a racing line.
Yeah, look at this. A drag race between Jordan and Jeremy Escott.
Oh, Mr. Troublemaker.
Yeah, Escott has been around a bit too. We're getting used to seeing him.
Watching these guys through a couple different series and what they do, and you start to kind of get to know them. So Mr. Escott's definitely Mr. Troublemaker. That's going to be his new nickname. I've already butchered 3 names, and we haven't made it halfway through the first race. And
look at these teammates battling it for second spot.
The over-under's looking pretty over. I think Steve, I think it was Susanna. He said something on the Discord.
So we're on board with Matt Holland. He is from the UK, and I think Lewin Sitchbury in front of him, his teammates from Scotland. That's Scotland, and Rory O'Shea is from Ireland. So your top 3 are all from right that part of of Europe, which is a lot of fun to see. You got Scotland, Ireland, and the UK. Isn't that like the perfect mix for like a fight? Isn't that how
That's not Scotland, that's Wales.
That's not Scotland?
Wales.
Wales? Oh, okay. See how much we know? See? I'm showing my ignorance and my uncultured swineness. So, yeah. Halfway through this race almost. Getting there.
Now, Chris, I did join a new Discord that you're not aware of, and it's actually sponsored by Sim Race City and Makoni Setups, and it's called Send a Coin Abroad. So that's why we have so many drivers from other nations, is we're really trying to get those coins across some water. So
there you go. How long did you write that up last night and write it down so that you'd get it right? Because
I'm literally making it up as we go. So there's 99 members right now, saying we're growing. I think 3 members per minute. So we'll be up there soon. We'll get those coins sent out to everyone.
I'm gonna have to find somebody in Europe that I can just send a box of these to, and then they can just ship them out for me. Till
hello.
Anyway,
you need to make a friend at the FedEx company or something.
I do.
I think the most coins are in Germany now.
What's that?
I think the most coins are in Germany now.
They are. Well, not if you count the ones that are here in the United States that are in the box that I'm holding. No! Ooh, wow! Owen just got set. Oh, and around goes someone else. Who was that slid out there? Oh, man, our live race steward is probably staring at that one. Good golly, people. Yeah, Raphael got caught up in that. Somebody got sideways and got too hot into a corner and hit their wheels. Who was that? I don't know who that was.
I think Michael Piccinini.
Oh, Piccinini, that's right.
Was it Michael Piccinini? Okay.
We're not used to their liveries yet.
I already see the smoke. Oh, nope. We got to go back a little further. They lost their wing from what I thought I saw. Here we go. And this is where he's trying to make. Oh, did he get tapped? Did
No,
Raphael tap the back, or he hit
he
the
went
grass?
he went way out in the grass, hit the curb, and when he tried to come back on the track just to correct, he hit another car, and then it was just downhill or uphill from there.
Oh, look at that! Look at Raphael. Like, what do I do? What do I do? I'm gonna try to go around him. Jeez Louise. Yeah, that's so unfortunate. Oh my goodness. Well,
Could
that
have been
kind of
worse.
stuff happens in open wheel racing when somebody makes a mistake. Yeah, meanwhile, the leader is gonna, in a 25-minute sprint, is probably gonna lap a few drivers before it's over.
He's hoping he
10
doesn't.
second gap. Yeah, he's probably like, I'll just let that 10 seconds
Yeah,
close
I
down.
don't want to catch anybody. Everybody just leave me alone. I'm out here by myself having a day.
Yep. But Matt and Lewin are like right on top of each other for that second place spot, so that's still happening. And Ewan, of course it's Ewan. Okay. That makes sense. I was like, why did I? Oh, I made him a capital L at one point, and he's like, excuse me. Oh, Alan is in top 10, running in 9th. There's 10th and 11th right behind him, and of course 8th and 7th right in front of him. He's got up to 7th place he can get his hands on here if he plays his cards right. There we go.
And only about 10 minutes left in race 1. So now instead of getting to do this track again, everybody can kind of reset. We get to go to a different track. So it's like they're going to get some time to practice and warm up and stuff like that, but it's still just so tough when you have to go to another track. And these guys are going to have some emotions probably going into that race.
There may be some bad blood between some drivers when they go and head into the next race. Let's just hope that doesn't translate into some ridiculous retaliation. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Saunders is going to go through, and looks like Bekos Christoph, he got a little bit too deep on the brakes, and
I swear
Saunders got it right.
He moves his camera every time to like a different spot. It's always at a different angle.
Look at that. Steven Saunders getting a really good feel for that car. And here comes the man, Alan. He is the head guy over at Sim Race City. And he is looking for that 8th spot now as well.
So with 9 minutes to go, it's O'Shea out front, Stitchberry in second, Holland in third, Sukan Pino all the way up to 4th.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
I'm going to go Jacinto in 5th. Okay, the guy in 6th, I'm taking a mulligan on this one. Stolowic. Steven Saunders.
First name, yeah.
Bakos. And then Leifker. What's
close
our
enough.
yeah,
Close enough.
Leifker. I got Eastcott down, and then I'm gonna take a second. I'm taking you know what? I'm gonna reinvert my mulligan back to 11th on Kolejewski. Oh, it's gonna be Kolo, but for right now,
his name is Philip.
I think it's
his first name is Philip,
Kolejewski.
Filip.
No,
So that helps.
Kolejewski or Kolejewski or something. All right, and then there's J Nav, Stewart or Stewart.
Seward and
I always call
Moncayo.
him Stewart. That just sounds wrong.
Seward.
Yeah.
We can throw some Spanglish on there. Try to get something. Whoa!
Stewart sounds better. And then Patrick Rich, Steve Susanna. Oh, I forgot. Moncayo. Or is that Montesteve?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I know Susana, Rodriguez, Vincent,
Javorka, and
Sarksek. See, I made it through, so the over was correct. So anybody who placed their bets on me messing up more than 3 names, you were correct today.
Uh-oh, is this going to be a move? What? Somebody has an invisible front wing. That's going to get the move done. He's got a couple more. No! They get collected. Oh, they get collected. Oh, Patrick. Oh, Dr. Pepper. Let's go, David. You and I can be friends.
High risk, high reward.
Well, we'll let Till go back and review that thing, and I'm sure he's already done it. We're not even going to mention it because I know he's doing it. He's probably frantically going back and forth. What that was unfortunate. Ay ay ay. Oh yeah, Till, our live steward is like, there's so much going on right now. It is so hard with so many people bouncing off of each other. We'll help you out, buddy. We'll help you out.
Yeah, it might be a little tough to be in 25 minutes to let you know you got to drive through or you got to go do this or that. So
no, it's not. It's not really that hard. You push a button and they get a drive through.
I mean, to make the call to do it.
Oh, right.
And
right.
You know, then get in there and be like, hey, I know there's only 3 minutes left. You get in there.
Yep. Look at these two. These two are. It's going to come to the last. It's going to come to the last corner between these guys. That is for sure. It may not even make it that long if they get a little too. I mean, they're teammates. They're probably on a radio together.
You got 5 minutes to go. No reason to get too brave yet.
Lewin's probably like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. You can't get away from me. Like Dory from Nemo, Finding Nemo. I'm gonna get you. He's teasing him probably. Oh, this is for 12th position. Not gonna work there. Get a wide arc. Get a good run out of the. Oh, he gets a great run. Look at that. He's gonna be right in his slipstream. I think he might be able to make a move here. There he goes. He's gonna have. I think he's gonna make this work all the way up and over the hill. There'll be a long braking zone, where it curves to the left, and then it's a right and a left.
Just plenty of draft, plenty of straightaway. That was just nice and easy.
Yep.
See, why can't the whole race be like that?
It can be. It's just you just have to wait till the first couple laps are over.
Right. Survive.
I got to tell you something interesting. My wife said, "There's this movie I want to watch." I said, "What's it called?" She goes, "The Art of Racing in the Rain." And all I could think to myself, I'd never seen it. I didn't even know it existed. And all I was like, is this some Hallmark movie kind of thing, like one of these chick flicks, like The Notebook or something? Oh, good save.
Oh.
But then it's all about a guy in his race car driving. I love it. I was gonna say that is for position. Lewin put the pressure on there. So I'm gonna get you.
We don't have classes here. We don't have pros and AMs. I mean, they might be pros and AMs, but nobody has a different class. They're all just in a car in a division, and that's it. So there is no, traffic or other than maybe a lap traffic or something. But that's going to make things a little more interesting. It might actually be an adjustment for these guys, realizing they don't have to let somebody go.
Yeah, they don't have to worry about, is the guy behind me supposed to go around me? The answer is nope. Defend every corner. Here we go. That long stretch up the hill. He's got some oomph. But I don't think he's going to have enough room by the corner. That number 19 on the right side of your screen is going to have the advantage, but I think he's going to let him go. Yep. He's like, I'm not going to do that. Whew. I wasn't sure how this race was going to go and how many people we were going to have arrive. I like it. This track is nice and big. There's plenty of room for all the cars to make their way around. It's going to be a very different race in this the second race right after this.
They're all warmed up now.
Yeah, well, they're warmed up. The second round is all hills and valleys. Like, it's not like this. It's almost it's almost like turn 1 and 2 are like going up the corkscrew. Like it's when the car gets to the top, you're turning right and you have 0 downforce left. Oh, is he gonna make it work? Oh, hang in there. Steve Susana gets a little too hot, loses the back end, and up through into P12 goes David.
Nice save, though. Nice save.
Yeah. Yeah. Do that, people. Like and subscribe. Share it out there. Let the world know we're here. Oh. This is gonna be the next round is gonna be crazy, people. The standing start at Sonoma. Several of these cars are gonna be sitting back in the corner, and they're gonna have to get on the throttle, from a standing start on a corner. So it's gonna be a challenge. That qualifying that they do, that's gonna be so critical.
So they've got to qualify for the next race. We're not doing any kind of set the grid, this race, anything like that. So yeah, everybody gets, that is at least a good reset and more warm up time on the other track. So I know, you get your hot lap in, but sometimes I'll just keep riding around because I'm like, okay, go work on this corner and work on that corner. We got to figure this out.
Yeah, absolutely. And so it's never more, I mean, in this particular type of racing, getting the higher up in the order when you're starting is so critical because you avoid the chaos that can ensue later on, right? And you have a better shot at being with drivers that are quicker, understand the track better, and you have a better. I didn't say you have the best chance. I said you just have a better chance at surviving the opening laps. And there's a lot of narrow stuff. We're gonna see. I hate to say it, but we're gonna see some pretty big moments in turn 1 and turn 4. Well, I guess, yeah, turn 2 and turn.
Well, yeah, I mean, you could have said that about
4.
this track. They all made it through, and O'Shea is going to take the victory.
Way to go, Rory! He gets it done.
Yeah, boy.
We'll get to interview him later on, folks. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get to that today in time for the drivers to get out and get started in the next warm up. And look at that. Lewin comes through, grabs the second spot. Oh, I thought he hit the brakes to let his teammate get the spot. I was like, what?
You got to let him get a little closer.
There you go. Get a good picture for the race. So Lewin gets second place. Matt Hoyland gets third place. Teammates there. Sukan Pino comes home in fourth. Not bad, dude.
Yeah, good run.
So there they go. That was pretty good. That was a fun race to watch. We only had 3 retirements out of that race. Patrick, Billy, and Juho Checo Sopanen.
Still battling to the end with the Dr. Pepper. I can't.
Oh yeah, that's right. This race ain't over. Hold on a second.
I hope that other car has a refreshment on his car. I can't read the livery.
All right, here we go.
That's
I
Jordan.
don't know.
He's in the RWB car. Come on, let's see if Jordan can get him.
I don't think so.
At least no, too far back.
Oh, yeah, just outside the top 10. Just. Whew. We still have like 6. Oh, there's a battle for P16. 2 cars on top of each other coming out of the final corner.
Let's last at that point.
Just about. This one's a little bit closer. I don't know if he's got enough. There's not enough.
Just, it's like now you start, see how now he goes around? It's like that's when you start catching him. It's like right about where the finish line is. It's just straight away.
That was fun.
Move the finish line.
That was good stuff. Yeah, we'll try to talk to the winner of the race while the rest of the drivers head off into the next session. And there's our final results. Look at that. Rory O'Shea gets it done. Lewin and Matt come home second and third with Sukan, Mateo, Kostic, Alan, Philip, and Jeremy, and David. That's your top 10 right there. And Who's that guy in 11th? I don't know if I know who that. I'm kidding. I know who that is. That's Jordan. Jordan Navarro in 11th. Owen, Raphael, Steve, Christoph, Sean, Michael. So Michael Cook and Michael Piccanini. Rick and Steven Saunders. They finished a lap down. They did have that unfortunate coming together earlier in the race. But dang. Fry, that was fun, yeah?
That's fun. That was pretty good stuff. Wouldn't mind seeing how round 2 goes.
Hello, Rory.
Yeah, boy.
There he goes. What's up, man?
Well, how are you?
Hey, congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that went. I wasn't expecting it in many ways, but delighted to get the win.
Well, the getting out front early was the key, giving you that all the downforce your car could actually get, and wow, you pretty much killed that one, buddy. Nice job.
Yeah, well, that was always the aim, was to get down to the first corner before everyone else, and there was obviously an incident behind there, so I think I had nearly a 2-second gap by the time I got to the third corner, so it was pretty plain sailing from there.
Yeah, please keep on talking. The accent's awesome. Say more things.
I don't know. Irish don't really have much to say.
That's okay. Hey, yeah, how did you like the setup of the car? We all had the fixed setups from Makoni Setup Shop. How'd the car feel? Pretty good, or?
Yeah, like it wasn't easy to drive. It was really on the edge of what the car could do. Like it was, like you had to fight it a little bit, but I think it rewarded good driving, if you know what I mean. I think like getting that last kind of maybe 5% out of the grip of the tires. I think that's where it was quite good.
Awesome. Yeah. These are the same setups that were being shared for the official races last season in iRacing, and with just some adjustments for fuel so that you could actually finish the race. So there was that. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you had a fun time and getting that done. Are you going to join us for the second round?
Yep, I will, of course. Just loading it now.
Awesome. All right. Well, all right, Rory, thanks. Any shout outs, and then we'll let you head over and start warming up, because Sonoma's an entirely different beast to this track when you get up to turn 1. So you're going to want to get that qualifying done.
Yeah, just going to join in now and get some laps. And, shout out to you guys and Simrace City, putting on what I'm sure will be a great championship, and really looking forward to the rest of it.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Again, congratulations. All right,
Thanks.
Go warm up.
Thanks.
All right, folks, that was fun. We're gonna get ourselves now. We gotta do our transition work, folks, while we get our gear loaded into the new race.
In the meantime, I'm gonna sing for the next 17 minutes.
Sounds great. Let's do that. We'll be right back, folks.
Welcome to Origin Micro, your go-to e-commerce superstore for IT hardware and consumer electronics. With over 2 decades of experience, we've earned a reputation for delivering superior customer service and offering top industry brands at competitive prices. We provide a wide range of products from various manufacturers. From notebooks and desktops to networking equipment and VoIP devices, we've got you covered. Our fully stocked warehouse ensures that you'll find the products you need when you need them. And with our expert team always ready to offer personalized support, you can trust Origin Micro for all your IT needs. Origin Micro, your IT e-commerce superstore, serious deals, superior service.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. For anything on iRacing, there's just one name you need, Makoni.
With the launch of Makoni Entertainment and Makoni Competizone alongside Makoni Setup Shop, we now provide the best of the best in setups, paint schemes, coaching, broadcasting, and event organization.
With cars across all 4 license classes, we have what you need to hit the track with confidence. Grab a subscription and save money while going fast at MakoniSetupShop.com/subscriptions.
And remember, at Makoni Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
Are you looking for professional broadcasting on a budget? How about broadcast with colorful commentary, guest commentators, and after-race interviews? Do your league branding and social media graphics need a facelift? Custom results and series graphics looking like a 5th grader did them? Event organization taking up way too much of your time? Engage GTC TV and let us help you show the world your events.
All right, everybody. Well, we're in our pseudo intermission at the moment while we let the drivers get warmed up here and get ready to qualify at Sonoma, which is an entirely different race course from what they were just on. Totally different setup and a whole different style of racing. So it's gonna be a lot of fun to watch them all get things together. But none of this series would be here without the folks at SimRaceCity.com getting together and partnering with us to put on this series. If you haven't heard much about SimRace City, you can go check them out. Of course, SimRaceCity.com. They got all kinds of stuff to work with. Sim rigs. I think Acetech is their big one. They've been around since 2020. They're out of Texas. Alan, who is the one that runs the show over there, he's been racing with us as we were talking about earlier today. Really nice guy. Me and Pix have spent plenty of time talking with him, and he was so excited about being able to put on an F4 series. I mean, Pix and I were talking with him, and he's just like, I really want to get something like this on the books somewhere because these cars are just so much fun to drive. And I was hesitant at first because I was like, open wheel cars? Oh, yeah. I mean, they're fun. And then I got behind the wheel of it just to test it. I was like, we're doing this. We're super doing this. Because it's pretty awesome. So big shout out to those guys at simracecity.com. Check out their website. They've got tons of information on there. They've kind of revamped the website here just recently. And so you can reach out to them, look at all of the hardware and gear that they have, pedals, rigs, monitor mounts. I mean, they got everything over there. So go check them out, show some love for our sponsor, and yeah, there's that. So, and of course, we can't do anything without having sponsorships that help keep the lights on here at GT Champions. And Origin Micro is that crew. They're taking care of all of us here at GT Champions, so we can bring you some pretty great racing. Go check them out at originmicro.com, or you can email them. This email's right there, sales@originmicro.com. They have everything. And right now, a little sneak peek, I am working with the president of Origin Micro to get a couple of different pre-built iRacing ready sim rig computer options. And we're going to do a discount code for the GTC folks. So there'll be a discount code to get 5% off of that or any other thing that you buy from Origin Micro. So that's coming soon, folks. And that 5% discount is just for you, right? It's not an affiliate program for us. We don't make any money off of it. We are simply just giving the sponsor a chance to get you guys into some cool gear. So just keeping you in mind there. Sorry. Later today, you'll be getting to listen to me call the 1 hour long MX5 Cup round 2 at Watkins Glen. This is in Gran Turismo, and we'll be bringing that to you live here for the race. And our own Fry, who's our color commentator with us, he'll be in that race, so we get to let him put his money where his mouth is. He was probably wishing it was a Mustang that he was getting to drive, but it is not. It's the Mazda MX-5. And he's yeah, they're going to be at Watkins Glen, and that's going to be fun. That's going to be a good race. We're going to have to see what happens with Jordan Navarro and Ando. They had a coming together in the final chicane at Road Atlanta in the first race that gave Ando the win, and I'm pretty sure Jordan is not going to let that happen again. So we'll see how that turns out
Go
for the
Fry,
MX5
you can do
guys.
it, Fry.
You can do it. Fry's currently moving his truck because he's probably parked in front of a meter in front of a bar somewhere. No, I'm kidding. Also, next weekend, we will be broadcasting round 3. Can't believe it's round 3 already. Round 3 of the World Cup. They've been at 2 tracks so far, and then they were at Laguna last weekend. It was, I want to say it was Suzuka, but that's not right. Oh no, it's going to be at Yamagawa this coming race. That's where they're going to be in the Jag, the GT3 Jag. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So you're going to want to be there for that. And we'll have that broadcasted next Saturday, and we'll get that sorted out for you. So make sure you hit that bell and subscribe so that you know what's going on there. So for round 1, where we are today, this is Virginia, which we just completed. Now we're going to do Sonoma's short NASCAR track, so it cuts out a big part of the track, so they won't actually be on the drag strip at all during this particular race. The next round later on in the season they will be, so it'll be a different layout of this track. We'll be at Indianapolis and Long Beach next week. We'll be at the road course and then a street course, so 2 entirely different racetracks and styles of racing when we get to round 2 next weekend. So keep an ear out for that one. It's going to be a busy weekend next weekend. We have stuff like for the next couple of weeks that are just going to keep everybody busy. It's nice. It really is fun. Then we're going to go to Watkins Glen and Laguna, and then we're going to hit all 6 of these tracks again in January in a different order. Sonoma will be a different track. Watkins Glen will be the full track, and everything else will be the same. So the drivers are going to get another chance at Virginia and each track that we're at. So that should be a lot of fun. They should enjoy that, get themselves all warmed up. Speaking of warmed up, it looks like qualifying's about to start. All right, sweet. We got this timed okay picks, right? They got a little time for some warm up, get the car figured out, get themselves out of the Virginia mindset and into Sonoma. I mean, this is turn 1 and 2 right here, and then coming up over the hill right there. So these cars, when they come out fact, when we get a car that's out on track, I would love to go through that and because there's some. All right, so this is race 2 of round 1, folks, at Sonoma Raceway. We're on the NASCAR short cup circuit. So we've got a whole big midsection of the track just missing for this track and for this round. They will get to race that one later on in the year. So I hope you're ready for some good racing, because this track is, well, this track is pretty awesome. In fact, let's talk about this track. So right now in this particular configuration, there are 12 corners, and the one that is going to be, well, there's 3 corners here that are going to be the hardest for people to get through. Turns 2 and turn 4, because they're both a rise up into a right-hand turn. And so the car's going to get really light, and they're going to end up out in the dirt. Some of them will anyway. Turn 5, which is this kink, and you have to use the curbs if you want to get all of it out of there, but it's going to bounce that car all over the place. And then turn 11, which is the hairpin at the very end. It's on the back end of the drag strip, going around the drag race tower, and it's a full hairpin. These orange cones are the lead up to it. Those are the braking cones for it, and it's going to be a huge spot for overtaking, because they're going to be coming full send out of that corner. There's the corner 5 where I was telling you about. Those corners, curbs off in the distance, they need those. You're going to need them if you want to get around here faster than everybody else. It's going to be a lot of fun. As before we do that, I was just looking at the F4 lap record. Rafael Rodriguez. Is that our Rafael Rodriguez?
Yeah, these cars don't race at this configuration, so there's no lap record for.
Yes.
Yeah, but
I love how you cited on a driver. That's awesome.
Well, that's the best time from practice. So, well, he's got the record.
There
you
is
go.
now.
Rafael Rodriguez sets the fastest lap, because they've never raced this track before in real life, at least not this configuration. So, but anyway, okay. Anyway, where are we at, Pix? What do you need me to be? All right. So yeah, and again, a big shout out to Makoni for putting together all of these for us. Thank you, Jeff, over there, and your crew for putting together some setups here for these guys to use for the season. It's going to be a load of fun. So here we go. Who are we watching here? And I'm trying to get my Michael Piccinini. All right. Oh, and there he goes. Turn 1. You go up the hill, and then it's a hard right. And when you get up there, it's going slow, and the air comes off that nose, and that front end gets really light. Into turn 3, and then another right hand up the hill at turn 4. And this is where they go off the track if you're not too careful, off into that dirt. And watch this. This is where you want to get all the curbing on the outside. Yep, you got to get all of it in there. Yeah, then this is going to be a hard, almost a hairpin, all the way back around. And then you're full speed. You're going to fly all the way through here, and then you're going to do just a little bit of a lift right here just to keep the car on the track. And then crank it right. It'll stick. It's got all the downforce, and it's full speed all the way through here. You're going to get all the way to the left. You're going to get tires on the curbs, and then whip it across there. Then you're going to go all the way out. There he goes. And here's the hairpin. That's the pit entry there on the left. On the brakes, on the brakes, on the brakes. Don't spin it out. Ah, yeah. He is going for it. And then the final corner. Back here's where we're going to see some of the cars starting, is on this corner. So it's going to be interesting. It's an interesting race. Now watch this elevation change. Look how high you're climbing. All the way up, all the way up, all the way. Let off the gas, crank it, and stay on the curbs. Get all the way to the right and stay there. And you can feel it in the wheel. You can feel that car come off the ground, and the steering wheel gets light in your hands as you barely have any grip. It's a challenging one. Where does Rory get through? Yep, he's P1 now. Nice job. Corey Vaughn.
Was he in the last race?
I don't think so.
Okay.
He
I
didn't
can
make the
get that
first
name
one.
right.
We have 21 drivers this round, so we picked up a couple new ones. A couple other ones weren't going to make the second round. And I see Jordan is here, so his family is still letting him hog the TV in their family cabin right now.
You imagine having like 7 backseat drivers.
Well, we noticed this back in the, I want to say in the World Cup races last season, where Jordan's family loved to watch him race, and like they were in the chat all the time. His girlfriend, his mom, his dad, and everybody was always cheering him on from there. All right, let's see what Rory's got. Anything faster? No, he's a little slower that lap. He did get faster though. He set the fastest last sector time, so that still keeps him up front by about 8/10 of a second over Mateo Jacinto. All right, folks, I'm gonna run over and yell at the drivers a little bit more. They're not in trouble. I just want to yell because I can. So I'll be back to you, folks.
So mean all the time.
So Fry, are you ready for your MX5 race? I heard you qualified into Lobby 1.
Well, yeah, being the host is kind of a necessity, but had a little trouble in the first race, but I plan on just completely fiercely dominating this race. Jordan will definitely be following me for most of the race. He'll probably be a good second place contender. So, but yeah, I'm very excited for tonight. We will be at sort of another NASCAR style track with Watkins Glen, except for instead of the short version, we will be doing the full version. So strategy and that the arrow is so big there. If you lose that draft, you run so much slower around the track because the cars, unlike these cars, don't have so much downforce and so much power. So I'm definitely ready for tonight. I got a practice lobby up for anybody that wants to get in. I'll be doing that a little bit myself because I want to warm up. Making sure that everybody's ready. But we've got, I think, almost about 20 drivers. Around the holiday times, things can be tough. I know people have stuff to do, but racing is important, so make sure you're there. I think everybody's off track now, and they've got their qualifying times in. Interested to see where everybody's going to be after the first race. I like this place. I like Sonoma. The uphills, the downhills is fun. California weather, I guess 78 degrees. It's always partly cloudy over there.
Yeah, and this is not a popular track from what we've learned organizing these leagues, but Chris is making it popular. He's included it. I think this is the 3rd or 4th time he's included it in the series, and it's fun. Drivers like it after they drive it, so I think it's a good one for these cars as well. This short version is good.
It's got different layouts, and actually one thing about the other layout, like the big layout with the Indy cars run, they always cut that last corner off and kind of make it a different corner, whereas I like the big loop. I think that should be included in the other layout of the track, instead of them like cutting that corner short and right where it comes together. That's where they cut through and just go to the start finish line. But if you run the other layout, it adds so much more speed going into that corner. I think it would make for greater racing, but they never do it. So it's like a layout within a layout that they won't use, and it drives me up the wall because I think it'd be so fun.
Yeah, the next layout when we come back to this track is going to be much longer. This is the that top so turn, if you're looking at the map, turn 4 is that right-hander at the top of the map heading not the sharp right-hander, but the count 1 2 3 4, right? After turn 4, between 4 and 5 on that little mini straight, there's actually a right-hand corner that takes you all the way down the hill again into a loop and brings you back up the drag strip to meet the right hand top part of that map again. So that part will be included in the next round when it comes out. All right, Fry, I'll let you do your thing.
We got, looks like O'Shea is going to lead us off once again. And Jacinto in second. Stitchberry in third. Sukan Pino in fourth. I swear it's like the finishing order from the last race. Patrick. Solo is going to be in fifth. Patrick Rich in sixth. Thampersit in seventh. What was it? Was it Hoyland? I want to make sure I get that one right. Jordan Navarro, Rodriguez, Monsignor, and Steven Saunders.
Awesome. All right, these guys are about to start. We don't have a warm-up lap with these, so they are starting on those cold tires. So we're going to get things, they're going to get started here any moment. I don't know what the timer looks like, but they're filling up the grid right now. So there's our pole sitter. Lucky for him, he's going to get up to that corner and hopefully around it before anything ensues. So we'll keep an eye on that corner. Till is probably going to just park a camera on that corner. Just wait, just to see what happens.
He's already standing on the sandy knoll.
Yep, sitting in there. One of the interesting things about this track, this is a home track for Jeff Gordon back in the day. And when well, I can talk about it when we're during the race. Remind me to tell you about Jeff Gordon and go-karts and mini sprints and stuff like that. But he's spent a lot of time here at this track. All right. Lights. Camera. Let's see some smoke. There we go. A little bit of a spin, but nothing of any significance. And off they go straight into single file, which is what you're going to do. And this is where it's going to get tricky. Hang in there, people. I don't want to throw a yellow flag on a short race. Everyone hold it together. Hey, all right. I'm getting excited now. Let's go. Oh, I don't want to speak too soon. All right, straight into single file. That's where they need to be. And now it's time to eat. So Rory stays up front. We've got a little bit of movement back there. That wall will come out and bite you when you're up over them curbs if you're not careful. Couple moves here. There we go. Oop, where'd it go? I think Pix is just trying to make sure everybody's still there. I like it. Look at that. All 19 drivers in order, running, doing quite well. Actually, there were 21 drivers, but Corey's in the pits for some reason.
Yeah, they did really good in the first race too. Just I think one car kind of spun himself out. I don't even think he had contact. So.
Yep. Ooh, that was close right there. You see that yellow car?
It was lap 2, 3, 4, and 5 that we kind of were like, uh-oh.
Yeah. All right, look at them all stretched out now. Now it's time to get the tires are pretty well warmed up. You can get pretty much 90% of the car's grip right now up the hill. This is where it gets interesting. That wheel gets light in your hands, but this is coming up here. There's turn 3 and now turn 4. This is where it gets scary. If you don't get it just right, you end up off into the dirt. Look at that wall right there waiting. There's been many a car in that tire barrier before. Ooh. Whoa! Yeah, there wasn't a lot of room there. It was not a lot of room.
You cannot bang with these cars. If those wheels touch somebody or both of you is going bye-bye.
Well, I think what happened is the this car was on the outside and they were going on a left-hand corner, and I'm not going to presume to know what happened with it, but I don't think they hit each other. I think one of the tires climbed up over the other person's tire is what happened.
Yeah, you can't touch them at all. And it's when you're used to driving GT cars, at least you get that freedom of, oops, we touched there.
Oops,
but this car, you lose that.
Yep. Mr. Jacinto. So I'll tell you, he's probably going to not do it because he's got the track. But this one right here, it's a blind right-hand corner. If you go a little bit too far to the left, you're out in the curbs and in that dirt. And then there's the curbs. And watch, when you get over these curbs, there's that big wall right there to meet you. You make one mistake and it's over for you. So.
And you saw You saw him working the wheel in the opposite direction he needed the car to go in
Mhm.
the last corner. So he, this part is what gets you. If you mess up right here, it
Yep.
affects you all through this part, and now you're just losing time all the way into this big corner.
Yep, he's gonna get some of that curb and then whip it over, get some of that curb. Nice, that's perfectly executed. He's getting everything out of it that he can. On the brakes, no brakes when you're turning because that car will come around on you. There we go. Nice lap. That's a really nice lap. Rory set a 110.9 on his last lap. And let's see what this one is for him. Rory did a 110.8. This one was a 111.3 for Mateo. So Rory, oh no, what happened there? Mr. Saunders. Oh, that other car's got trouble. Oh, look at it. Oh, someone dove in. Someone's diving in, makes contact, and puts him right into Saunders too. Oh my goodness. I don't move. Right in front of our series promoter. Nice. And he's got a broken car. You're gonna have to tow, dude. You can't get to the pits from there. Not legally, anyway.
I don't think you can drive around like that.
Uh-oh, what's going on here? Oh, there we go. Ooh, this is a nice little battle for position right there. Oh, a little bit of a blocking move there by the lead car.
Oh, watch the wall.
Jeez Louise, guys, that wall.
And this, you come over the curb, so it's like the car lands, and then you better turn before you hit the wall.
This is a really hard area to overtake somebody through here because everyone is full throttle, apex to apex. There's nowhere else you can go. Yeah, this guy's done. He's gonna have to tow. I feel bad for Steve Saunders because like he gets wrecked out so often by other people and their shenanigans. Not always by his own doing, but he still sticks it out. He's the what's his name from the the Envy Sim Sports? John?
Young.
No, the guy that always sticks out in the black and gold Ferrari. I can't think of it.
Joseph Kronk.
There you go, Joseph Kronk. Right? He stays through every race, and so does Steve Saunders. So that's pretty awesome.
Hey, and even
Speaking
if
of that,
he
you guys,
he still sticks it out to the end.
yeah. Speaking of the NV Sim Sports guys, we did their race last night. They have a little GT3 sprint series going on. And when I say little, I don't mean little. I mean, it's a lot of cars. There was 28 cars, I think. Or was it 30 cars last night during our broadcast of their event? It was pretty great. So you go check it out. Does he have any openings left for that? Like, can people still join that?
Yeah, for sure. And he's having a one-off on the 20-something of December, so...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
so go to SimGrid.
Yeah, I think he said the series was full.
No, he has
I thought
spots.
he said that last night.
Yeah.
Oh, he does
okay.
have spots?
Yes.
Okay.
He opened more.
He opened more spots. Awesome. So yeah, if you want to do some GT3 racing this winter, that's the place to go. We're going to be running this series through the winter. We're going to be doing some other stuff too. Don't worry. But the yeah, go check it out. Man, he had such a great showing last night. I was so proud of him. Like getting that many people showing up. It was record breaking for him. So I know he was happy, and the people who donate to him. So anyway, go check him out. You find him on SimGrid. It's NVENVY Sim Sports, and go find there. Ooh, don't hit the tires. Not a good thing. This is P6 battle right here. There's Jordan Navarro. He's a good racer, man. He just kind of gets it. Like you put him behind the wheel, give him 15 minutes, and he's running 85 to 90% of the car right then. You know, he figures it out. Up into 60 goes. Oh, almost up in the air he goes. And this is P3. Look at that, a three-way battle for the third spot. We got a lot of stuff happening here. Rory's just gone, so we'll talk to him at the end of the race. He's probably going to say, what I said last race, is that okay? Somebody's going to show up. Somebody's going to lay it on the brakes, diving in, leaves the space. Go on the throttle. Lewin spins the car around on throttle. His teammate's about to come around to him and take a spot from him too.
You know what?
So Sukan Pino
Sukan is doing great in these cars.
Yeah, he is doing really great in these cars. He was racing as an AM driver in our International GT series, in the GT4 car and the Porsche, and he was doing pretty good there too. But yeah, he's having a good time with this car.
I wonder if he's a Super Formula fan. You know, maybe they've got, you know, different sims and games and stuff like that. Maybe he's played before, so it's not. I know they're different cars, but you know, the open wheels, it's very similar when you know.
Yeah, but F4, real life F4 is very popular in Asia. They have a lot of series with F4 cars in all of Asia. So yeah, this car is going to be popular as well for our friends in there.
He might. I would say
your
he's
mic's
got a little
open, right,
advantage.
Sorry?
Your mic is open, so people get to hear you say these great things. Okay, good. I was like, I don't want to try to repeat that because that was so fluid. Awesome. Okay, coming back, Adam. Look at these two, Mr. Holland and Lewin. That looks a little familiar. Lewin. Didn't I say Lewin? Why do I do the L? What is wrong with me? I don't understand. I spend too much time in front of computers where the L's and the I's look the same. I guess that's what it is. And it also does. Sorry, man. I'm sorry, Mr. Stitchbury. I'm doing my best. I'm just a man. And my wife even questions if that's the case.
Oh, no.
Right, anyway. So these two, weren't they battling out just like the last race? One of the things I love about running these open events that we do is the team where teams come in and they kind of have their own little race happening within the race, right? Like teammates battling it out and they get to race around other people and see how they do. I'm so jealous. I really want to get on the track and race with these guys one of the races, and I might have to do that. But maybe I can sneak out and jump in and just show up on the track in the GT Champions car for a race and see what people do. I could be hired to take out your competition. If you need, no, I'm just kidding. If you make a sizable donation to GT Champions, you too can have the.
And if he doesn't flip the car and actually completes it, then you don't get a refund.
That's funny. We are working on an event. I don't want when it's going to happen, but it's going to be whenever I can, and we're going to do an opportunity where I can race with everybody, and it'll be like a race the broadcaster. Price already said he will be happy to park the camera on my car the entirety of the race and get as much commentator curse as possible.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're going to talk about like things that have happened in the past at this track, and you know, just new experiences, things you said in the Discord. I mean, we're just going to talk about it all.
Yeah, so I think somebody has a diary they're keeping on me. I worry a little.
I've already told you about the Discord.
Okay. Here we go. This is a battle for sixth now, and he has caught Patrick Rich. Look at that. He's going to get right up to his bumper. I will tell you, turn one, you could be right on a person's bumper and you still have plenty of downforce on that car because you're going so slow anyway. So you don't have to worry about that. But coming down the S's, that's when it gets dicey.
And I got to tell you, that Rick and Morty livery is definitely adding downforce to that car, which is helping out greatly.
It is. It's the green. See, we know red makes you faster. Green gives you downforce. So
yeah, but if you've got if he's got Pickle Rick on the car, 100% he's going to win this race.
Really? I think Rory has something to say about that with a 5-second gap to the lead, to second place.
Well, we're hitting the second half of the race, you know. Now he's gonna stop, you know, letting them run away, and he'll start running
Oh,
to
he's
the
trying to
front.
get his nose in there. Go, Sukan Pino. Trying to get that second spot. Doesn't quite put it together. Oh, look at that. Sukan, like, is a whole different driver here, isn't he?
He likes this place. He's
yeah,
gonna get him
no,
right
he's
here.
not going to have the inside. He's going to have to go the long way around.
Nope.
No, he gets it done. Nice move.
Just sending it in there.
Sukan's probably going to message afterwards. Chris, can we just do this series forever? I like it. And the answer is yes. I didn't, Pix, when we were talking about, like, I was, no. I love how the wing rubber bands itself right back to the car. Oh, Mateo, does he have too much damage? He's going really slow.
He hit that wall pretty hard.
He hit it with the left side of his car, so I didn't see anything there, but oy vey. But that was third place. That means Stitchberries can see a podium position in his future if that car is really damaged. Oh yeah, look how slow he's going. Oh, he's going to get right in front of him. He's going to cross right in front of him. Don't do it. Oh. Oof. And there we go. Stitchberry into the podium places. Let's go. Oh.
These two keep fighting. This is fun.
I love this. I just absolutely love it. These guys being close together. The guys behind them aren't much further apart either. There's Rafael, who has the fastest lap in practice, and he's stuck back in there in 8th, trying to get around Caustic, but
having a much better race than he did in the first one, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rafael is one of those drivers that you really love to have as well in a community. He always sends pics of his cars. He's always in practice sessions. He's always in races, just like Steven Saunders and many other drivers. He's very cool to have in a community.
Yeah. He's representing Brazil quite nicely. He's the only Brazilian driver we have had in any of our sessions. So it's he was representing his country quite well. Which I had this idea like months ago, and it just popped into my head. I want to do like a true world championship where we have only one driver from each country, and if there's more than one driver from a country, they do a race off to get the spot. Yeah, and qualify and win the spot for their country. And then we have one driver from every country running their country flags, like on their livery, right? Like their livery's got to be their country's flag colors and something recognizable, and do like a true world, like, Rafael. No, that's not Rafael.
Well,
that was
what a save. He just saved that.
Yeah, he did. And now Rafael's like, I see you now.
I think he's aggravated, like, really? You saved that? Really?
Yeah, watch this. He's going to get that dirt I told you about out of turn 4. He's going to get over here. He's going to grab a little bit of dirt, see? And that's around it's going to go back into there. See, this car, Fry, I know you don't get the chance to drive it because you don't have the sim, but a little bit of brake and the wheels in the front will actually turn. It doesn't just slide around on you like a GT car does. These things just react differently when you're off track like that or you're sliding. I think it's all the extra downforce that helps kind of like stabilize the car.
I would also say that a open wheel car is not my forte.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, Fry, these do not drive like super formula cars like that you're used to in like Gran Turismo and stuff.
Even the super formulas, thing. I'm not. It's not my forte. It's.
Oh, he's got his dog up there.
That's awesome.
He told me, I'm gonna update this livery. Is that okay? I'm like, yeah. Why? I'm gonna put my dog. That was the dog that they lost.
Okay.
I think it was earlier in the year. Their family dog, and so he's got that up there. So that's his view, people. From what he sees, is he's got his dog looking down from him from heaven, looking at him, and he says, "I love you." Oh my gosh, that cool. It's not tear jerking, but it's such a sentimental thing. I love that.
He is he's coming right here. He's gonna make it
Man,
move.
he is really just on his case.
There he goes.
No,
Nope.
he's gonna wait. He's gonna wait. He's gonna keep that pressure on him.
Still 7 minutes, 8 minutes to go. So it's still got time, but you got two guys catching you, about to breathe down on you as well. I'm pretty sure O'Shea is gonna also run away with this. He's about 12 seconds up on Pino. Still has Stitchberry right behind him.
Yep.
Hoyland is, I think, just kind of cruising around in fourth.
Whoa! Little tail wag there. Not the dog, but the car. Whew. These guys are pushing. Oh,
Yeah.
look at that. Off track again he goes. Uh-oh, did Raphael go away?
He just
It
went ghost
blinked,
mode.
I think. Okay.
Yeah. That is one thing we don't have, in Gran Turismo is ghost mode. I mean, that'd be pretty sweet to just disappear and reappear in front of somebody.
Push a button, fake out your opponent. Like, where'd he go?
But-
Where'd he go?
Like, I don't even know where I went, but now I'm in front of you.
That's funny. Oh, you scared me. I was reading the chat and then you said Rory's gone and I thought like he's gone from the race. I'm like, no. Well, now he's just trying to show off. He does have the fastest lap of the race, a 1:10.81. He's fastest lap of the race. But the rest of the guys are all in the 111s, like all the way up to P11. So these drivers are getting a feel for these cars. Picks, I think this is going to be a little bit more popular than I expected it was going to be, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, I really hope so. This is really good.
Yeah, this is some really good racing. I really like that everybody's got the same equipment to work with, right? The same fuel, the same setup, and now it's just about what can you do with this car. Ewan, I got it right this time. Ewan running in third. He's got Peno about 10 seconds ahead of him, so he doesn't have anything to worry about there. But these two, or not these two, well, these two also are battling. That is Raphael. What country is Kostek from? I don't recognize the flag. I'd have to go back and... Oh, it is? Oh, okay. That's cool. I happen to know... Oh, he's from Poland. Yep, I checked his registration. He's from Poland. No. Oy.
He's already
look,
back
he's
on.
waiting.
Look at that. I know, but look how fast he got back on track from that kind of spin.
Yep.
That is crazy how fast Stitchberry got back on track.
It's not fair. I looked away to go see what country he's from, and I missed all the action. I request a replay, please, so I can see what happened.
I would blame you for that one, but that's a pretty good defense.
Oh, that was an overtake already. That was an overtake for position. Oh, and he got right in front of Peno, I think.
You would think he's going to fly into that wall, right? Like he's just gone.
Look at that. Look at his front wheels, the way he turns it. He gets
and he's
it.
back on track.
Yep.
That was awesome.
Yep. And I think that P52 is a lap car, right? The other one involved, the other one that is behind them. Well, anyway, we're back live. Oh, all right. So the teammates now sit in second and third, exactly like last race, except they're in reverse order, right? Well, not Rory. He's out of there.
Right.
Hey, look, that overtake was done. Navarro got ahead of Cook. Oh, wait. No, Patrick's in front of him. Never mind.
No,
We need to find some AI that we can say, hey, make all the brown stuff out there look like grass while we're doing
Yes,
racing.
please.
Because, folks, I looked, Pix, I tried setting the different months of the year and rain. I tried everything. There's no green grass for this track. It's just brown dead grass in every month of the year in the sim. I'm so sad. Because, folks, this place looks gorgeous when it's all green. It's just grass everywhere. It's so pretty.
It is a desert. I mean,
No, it's not. This is the foothills to the wine country. Like it is beautiful around there. It's just this is
Oh,
what it looks like in the summer.
I guess
That's all.
they gave you pre-wine country.
Yeah, pre-wine country. There you go. Actually, when you go to the races here, there's tons of wine vendors that are in there, so people can buy wine and sign up for things. Yeah, so the Napa Valley is just on the other side of the hill these guys are climbing up. Wow, that was close.
Yeah, I told my ex at one point we were gonna go vacation out here, and I was just gonna drop her off at wine country while I went to Sonoma.
Is that Sukan? No, Sukan! And he's in the wall. What happened? Did he just get a curb?
Yeah,
Too
yep,
hot, too
he's
hot in the
living
corner,
right
then he bounced.
there, and then
Bang. Oh. Dang it, Sukan, man. You were doing it too. All right, well. I guess he's just going to sit there. I don't know. All right, let's see. How much time? Oh. Oh. Okay, this battle is not over with these two. Wow. And there's positions in front of them that they can get. There he goes. Jordan trying to get his nose in there. Are we, oh, we're on replay. Okay, sorry. I thought we were live. I was like, where's my standings? I want to know where he is. Oh, okay. Not on my screen. That's weird. Okay. Hang on. Let me reload my.
no. There's the wall.
Yep, just now. I just have the replay up corner up there, so I don't have the standings tower anymore for some reason. So
there you go, Rory. Rory
nice
gets
job, Rory.
Too.
Matt's gonna come across with P2 with about a 4-second gap to his teammate Ewan, who will come home in third. Is he out of gas? There he is. There's Ewan comes home third. Raphael gets that fourth. Patrick Rich will get fifth. Caustic right there in sixth. And then Cook and Jordan. Michael Piccanini and Matteo. Yeah, let's go get some interviews. We'll get the top 3 since they're the same from both of the events, right? I'm going to pull this over. I'm going to do a little something here so that we can see the finishing order. Since our... Yep, gotcha.
Yeah, I got it on the screen. I can kind of see it. There you go. Rory O'Shea with his second win of the day. Matt Hoyland will come home second. Stitchberry in third. Rafael Rodriguez in fourth. Patrick Rich rounds out your top 5. Solo in sixth. Cook in seventh. Jordan Navarro, unfortunately, will come home eighth. Michael Piccanini gets ninth. And Jacinto gets the last spot for the top 10. Seward in 11th, Susana in 12th, Vince in 13th. Pino, unfortunately, I think he at least finished, but he'll get 14th. It's got to be Hovorka. That's got to be right. It's in 15th. No, yeah, it's got to be a ha sound, you know. Thansprit in 16th, Steven Saunders 17th. And see, I'm gonna get this right. McCanyo. See, I know it's McCanyo. And 18th, Lefker. Leafker? It's got to be Leafker, yeah, in 19th. That's just unfortunate. And Corey Vaughn, I appreciate you coming out, and I like your name because I can say it very easily. He's one of my faves, you know?
All right, let's see.
You know what? I'm just going to do better round 2. You know what I mean?
There you go. All right, we've got our podium finishers that happen to be the podium finishers for both rounds. So so that's good. So we have the folks in here. We're gonna talk first with, and is it Ewan?
Close enough, yeah. Yayan.
Yayan.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try, man. I'm the one that gave you an L in front of your name because I'm sorry.
I know it's not the first time. It won't be the last time.
Well, and it won't be the last time with me either. I just make mistakes like that all the time. It's just part of my charm. Congratulations, man. That's 2 podiums and 2 races.
Yeah, I'm dead happy with that. Been a good start to the season. Very warm welcome from the guys, and some good fun on track.
Yeah, how'd you like the car? How'd you like this track? Have you driven it before?
Not this combination. No, I haven't driven the F4s in about a year, but I used to be all right in them. Sonoma, I've driven a ton in the NASCARs, so it seemed like a bit of a weird transfer, but a couple of laps in, you get a feel for it, and yeah, I love the combination.
Awesome. I'm glad you like it because this is my favorite track in the world, that and Laguna. But this one is my number one. Laguna is like 1B, right? Like because they're my home tracks. But I grew up at this track. I've drag raced on that track. I've driven on that track. It's just so much fun. There used to be actually way back in the day open wheel cars that it was by Bob Bondurant, if anybody knows who that was. And Bob, he had the Bob Bondurant School of High Performance Race Car Driving, and you can go out there and pay some money and they teach you how to race cars. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, it's definitely a top 3 for me. Laguna Seca is I'm not a massive fan of, but Sonoma is definitely a top 3 American track for me, along with Long Beach and Circuit of the Americas.
Awesome. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I think you're gonna enjoy the version we're gonna do after. This is the Cup track, which most of the time is what they race NASCAR on, and then we're gonna have the longer course in January when we come back to the track.
Fantastic. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and here's the other thing too. You said you're not a massive fan of Laguna. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, that's where we're gonna be next weekend, my friend. So, get over it. No, I'm kidding. I'm messing with you.
I can live.
I'm glad you had
Laguna for the sake
What's
of
that?
the. I can live through the pain of Laguna for the sake of the calendar. It's a fantastic calendar, and we got Long Beach in the same day, so it makes up for it. You know.
Yep, I was gonna say we got some doozies of some tracks. All right, man. Well, we'll give you a chance to get some shout outs, and then we're gonna go talk to your what looks I assume is your teammate. So
yeah, no. So yeah, shout out to the rest of the team. We put on it's been a while since we've all been together, so it's nice to sort of get back to things. So shout out to them. Shout out to you guys as well for hosting this. It's been a very warm welcome so far, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the season.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Matt, are you there?
I'm here. I'm waiting.
Nice job, dude. 2 podiums in a row for you. You gained 6 spots during this race. You're the second biggest mover through the race. So not too bad, man. And you're with your teammate on the podium twice. That's gotta be nice.
Yeah, I'm really happy with how both events went, both races. I unfortunately screwed up qualifying in this race because I forgot about the brake bias resetting because we're on different setups between sessions. So I spent the first lap and a half wondering why I had the loosest rear end in the world. But yeah, the race itself was great. It was obviously nice to get back up with this stitch to get a double podium for both of us in both races is great. We can't ask for much more than that. Obviously, we've got Rory out front, who is somewhat untouchable for us at the minute. I think we've got a lot of pace to find to get near him. But yeah, otherwise, I'm really happy with it.
Awesome. And thank you for calling Yayan Stitch, because now that's what I'm calling him for the rest of the season, because that's way easier. My tongue doesn't work like that.
Yeah,
Oh
I've
man,
fallen foul of getting his name wrong more than once, and I got to the point where I just thought I wanted to stop embarrassing myself.
that's awesome. Oh wow, well, what a great race you had! You had a great turnout for your first couple of rounds. We'll be at Long Beach and Indianapolis next week, and then Watkins Glen and Laguna Seca to finish off the month of December. It's going to be some interesting racing. What did you think of the setup of the car? Was it good? Does it need some adjustments?
The car was good on the whole. The F4s are kind of tricky anyway. The only thing we found was we were having to play with the brake bias quite a bit to stop it getting too loose. But I think some of that was down to, especially around here, there's quite a lot of elevation change and bumps that these cars don't really like to take. But aside from that, no, I thought they were really fun to drive. You're always easier when you're following someone just because of how strong that toe is. It's quite hard to break away from people, and I think it encourages battling a lot more. But then once you do manage to break that second, obviously you can start to pull away. But yeah, overall, I'm happy with them. I'm really enjoying it.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, man. Good job. Those points will be looking good. So far, it looks like we have a very international group. In the first round, we had 13 different countries that were represented in the event. So it's truly a world type event, and I love it. And these cars are great for it. So congratulations again, man. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, Rory. There he is. 2 of 2, baby. Way to go.
Is that my anthem now? Is it?
I think it's gonna be. I got to get a yeah, Rory, instead of a yeah, boy, but I'll have to get that made later. We can use this one if you like. There we go. Anyway, congratulations, Rory. That's 2 of 2. It's a good start to the series, man.
Yeah, no, I'm actually delighted at how it's gone so far. I wasn't expecting to be as stronger in Sonoma as I was around Virginia, because Virginia is my best track in iRacing quite comfortably. And I think it might be the first race I've ever actually done around Sonoma as well. So it was a new experience for me. So it was a good race. There was a little bit of fuel saving had to be done there towards the end, but no, I'm happy.
Awesome. I'm glad you had a good race. It's we tried to give you some camera time. There was just so much happening behind you and battles everywhere on the track. But we got you a little screen time now and again. We tried to avoid catching you in the corners. We did catch you in one corner, and that's Pix's fault because he runs the cameras. And then your tail end got loose coming out of turn 4.
And then we're like, the commentator's curse or the cameraman's curse or whatever, you know.
Yep. So good job. You did a good job for your high pre-race team. That's also sponsored by Sim Race City. Kind of cool that you're in here to take Sim Race City's event to the next level. Awesome. Congrats, man.
Yeah, always happy to fly the flag, you know.
There you go. Well, any shout outs before you let you go?
Yeah, I think, like I said, after the last race, a great first round. So shout out to all of you guys and Sim Race City and Hyperi and everyone involved. I'm really looking forward to the rest of the championship.
Awesome. Thanks, man. I kind of knew. I told the guys when we asked him for shout outs, he was going to say just what I said last time.
I'll try to think of something different for next week.
Well, yeah, because I have I have a feeling we might be talking to you every couple of weeks. So if you want to just mail in whatever your acceptance speech is, I can just read it for you. If you don't want to come, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No,
we're gonna find somebody's gonna show up and make you have a run for your money. I hope that's what we're looking for, right? So
yeah, and of course, I'd love to have someone to have a good full championship battle with. The rest of the guys seem to be pretty good, so hopefully they can kind of get up to speed now next week.
There you go. Well, it's Indianapolis. It's got a lot more long stretches to work with, a couple slow corners, not very many real mid-speed corners for the car. So there's going to be a lot of slipstream drafting that is going to help get the drivers nearby. Kind of like what Matt said, if you can stay behind the car in front of you, you can kind of get there. But once you get that toe broken, you can get off and running. So
Yeah, sure.
awesome.
I'd say around Indianapolis, it could be worth nearly half a second or more a lap, I'd say. So it will be very important.
Yep. Awesome. Well, congratulations, man. Good
Thank
job.
you.
All right. I guess we'll see you next week when we hit Indianapolis and Long Beach. So get to practicing because Long Beach, that's not a place you can make mistakes. That's for sure. So awesome. Take care of yourself, man.
Okay. Bye. Cheers.
All right. That was Rory. 2 for 2 on the weekend. Will anybody come and take him? We shall see.
They got a week to
All
work
right.
on it.
So, folks, Simrace City, thanks again for everything that you do. Don't forget, folks, to check them out, simracecity.com. Give them some love, check them out, especially if you're in the if you're into sim racing as a whole and not just watching it. You're going to want to go check them out. They have a lot of stuff that they can help you out with to get your sim race rig set up the way you like it. So go check them out, simracecity.com. Thanks, Alan. I'm happy to partner with you. Wasn't sure how the F4 was going to turn out, and I am just excited about it. It's pretty awesome. So go check them out, folks. And of course, don't forget about our corporate sponsor, Origin Micro. Go check them out, originmicro.com, and they have all the stuff you need for network stuff, consumer electronics, laptops, computers, monitors. They have everything out there, even headsets. They got all kinds of stuff. And like I said earlier in the last broadcast, we're working on a deal with them for pre-built setups with a discount for GT Champions drivers. So stay tuned for that because we'll release that stuff when we can. All right. So next week, we'll see you all back here. We will be at Indianapolis for the first half. So for race 1, and race 2 will be at Long Beach on the street circuit. And that, folks, is going to be a big difference from the 2 races they've had today. There's walls everywhere. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Don't miss out. Make sure you like and subscribe so that you can be a part of it, and hit the little bell so that you know when we go live, and we'll make sure that you too can be a part of it. You can chat with us, talk to us, assuming that this broadcaster would turn his head to the left every once in a while just to see what you're saying. I still got to work on that. I still got to work on that. The car racing is just so exciting. You kind of get lost in it. So that's where we'll be. So, yep. Oh, and of course, we can't forget the folks at McConey Setup Shop LLC. You can go check them out there. They are providing the setups for all of the cars for this whole entire series. So shout out to them. Thank you so much for your help and partnership there. It makes life a little easier when somebody's that's job in life is just to set up cars. Does it for me so I don't provide drivers with some setup there like, what is this garbage? So good job, McConey. Thanks again for that. All right. So Fry and Till, we'll start with Till. Till, are you there, bud? Still?
Yep, I'm here.
Yeah. What'd you think of this race?
Yeah, the races were a bit interesting sometimes, but I think it was a good start in the series, and let's see what happens in the next races.
There you go. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Fry, I know you're having some fun watching these guys wheeling it around Sonoma.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I like this track and all the cars, and like we saw with the one guy spinning out. I mean, that looked like he was just going to sail off into the wall, and that was the end of the end. And he just kind of spun it around and got back on track. So the control these guys have, and the more they're going to drive this car, the racing's just going to get better. Where we'll see a lot of these guys getting closer together next couple rounds. But before I go, you forgot to tell your Jeff Gordon kart story, so we're going to have to get to that in round 2. So stay
Oh
tuned and
yeah.
look forward to that.
Okay, yeah, we'll get to that one.
And MX5 tonight, as I will dominate, and it will be fierce. So everybody
Yeah.
tune in, 7 p.m. Eastern, TT's TV. Chris is not allowed to talk about me or show my car at all. So you guys will just
I
have
am
to
gonna do nothing but show your car and cast voodoo spells. Anyway.
I'm putting in the ticket again.
And then of course Pix was here and taking care of all the camera work. Thanks, Pix, for all that you do, and I hope you enjoyed it. Any final thoughts from you on the races today?
Yeah, I mean, these cars look so much fun. Well, they're so much fun to drive, and the guys put up a great show. So thank you to everyone who showed up for this race 1, race 2, and hopefully everyone will join us for for round 2. And if you haven't registered, come and race with us. There's still time to register and come race.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. So that's all of us: Chris, Fry, Till, Pix, and Eton in the background, helping with all of our producer-y stuff that he does. So thanks everybody for coming. I hope you all have a great day. We look forward to seeing you next weekend. Tonight, we got tons of racing still to do. We got events later tonight, the MX5 Cup. Then next weekend we have the next 2 races here, and then we have the World Cup in Gran Turismo that will be showing up next weekend as well. So lots happening, folks. Make sure to hit that bell, like, subscribe, do all the things, and we'll catch you all next time around. All right, take care of yourselves. Bye.
Bye.
Welcome to Origin Micro, your go-to e-commerce superstore for IT hardware and consumer electronics. With over 2 decades of experience, we've earned a reputation for delivering superior customer service and offering top industry brands at competitive prices. We provide a wide range of products from various manufacturers. From notebooks and desktops to networking equipment and VoIP devices, we've got you covered. Our fully stocked warehouse ensures that you'll find the products you need when you need them. And with our expert team always ready to offer personalized support, you can trust Origin Micro for all your IT needs. Origin Micro, your IT e-commerce superstore, serious deals, superior service.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. For anything on iRacing, there's just one name you need: Makoni.
With the launch of Makoni Entertainment and Makoni Competizone alongside Makoni Setup Shop, we now provide the best of the best in setups, paint schemes, coaching, broadcasting, and event organization.
With cars across all 4 license classes, we have what you need to hit the track with confidence. Grab a subscription and save money while going fast at MakoniSetupShop.com/subscriptions.
And remember, at Makoni Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
Are you looking for professional broadcasting on a budget? How about broadcast with colorful commentary, guest commentators, and after-race interviews? Do your league branding and social media graphics need a facelift? Custom results and series graphics looking like a 5th grader did them? Event organization taking up way too much of your time? Engage GTC TV and let us help you show the world your events.